If you do not know how to handle stress effectively, you will be drastically cutting down the amount of time for the things that you want to do. Almost every time I get stressed out in my life, I think to myself, hey, is this something that's going to matter in a year, in 2 years? And if it's not, I let it slide. And I know so many people that don't do that they just hold on to the stressful thing and allow it to take so much of their mental space that when it comes down to an opportunity that is blaring right in front of their eyeballs, they miss it. And it's unfortunate because all it really takes is one step of saying to yourself, listen, I'm bigger than this thing that I'm going through. Right? I have persisted before in difficult situations. Why can't I do it now? That's all it takes. That's all it takes. A self-belief. An effective system for dealing with stress and dealing with hardships in your life is necessary in order for you to get ahead. Get ahead, but also just get to the places that you want in life. You know? If a stressful situation comes across and you notice that the next day you are not doing this thing that you have done for the last week, you know that stressful situation is not affecting you the way that it should be affecting you, in the sense that, listen, it happened, it's happening, you're dealing with it, it's gonna work out, and so be it. Move on, do the shit that you're gonna do anyway. You know what I mean? Now, that's not to say that if a stressful situation comes around, that you shouldn't take at least a moment to reflect on it and to think to yourself, hey, how can I improve this situation? But if you're taking the steps, don't let it hinder you. You know what I mean? Your happiness, your value of self, your goals, your larger aspirations, don't let it affect any of that. Because you know that you're taking the right steps now to go and fix that stressful situation, right? And whatever end goal, you've already planned for the worst case scenario. That's called effective management of difficult situations. And it's one of the essential non-cognitive skills that determine success in our society. I'm speaking from a Western perspective because this is where I was raised. And so it is the easiest thing for me to comprehend and to wrap my brain around and to tell you about. We are prone as a society to take things that are stressful and blow them up to a proportion that is just irrational. It's just irrational. We are emotional creatures a lot of the time, and a lot of the time we can avoid a lot of the headaches and heartaches that we go through if we just become a little bit more logical, a little bit more like the machines that we're creating. When something rolls around right in front of you and it's stressed you out before and it's going to stress you out now, what will you do about it? My suggestion, come up with a solution, an effective one. Or if you can't find one as quickly as you can through your mentors, through people that have been through stressful situations before. Usually, if you're someone that is self-reliant and have persisted through difficult situations before, you will have a semblance, an equation that you can use to get through that stressful situation easier. Use that equation. And once it's applied, and once you're recalibrating your actions and the things that you want to do in your life, then listen, the things that you were doing before, if they're not the thing that caused the stress in the first place, continue doing those things. Continue doing those things. That is called persistence. Persistence. Do not fall into a situation where we are not moving forward on the very goals that we set for ourselves in the very beginning. There should be a reappraisal, once a year at least to see where we're going. But at the end of the day, we need to persist. We need to get really good at something, and we need to get results in order to become more valuable and in order to have the freedom that each of us desires so much in this life. persistence with our goals. So stress has a tendency to put people off of course, and because of the fact that they haven't built the qualities to consistently grow in that field, they fall off. And we are prone to doing this because no one has ever taught us, hey, you can do literally whatever the hell you want in your life. It is your time. You want to make money? There's way more efficient ways to make money than probably what most people are thinking about. You want to have friends? You want to have exciting things happen in your life? You can do all of that. You can do all of that. But it requires you realizing that, listen, by virtue of you pursuing this awesome life, you're going to come across hella stressful situations. You have to. That is the price of having a beautiful life. The price of having a beautiful life is stumbling and falling on your face and getting back up and saying to yourself, let's see what the next fall is. I'm curious. It's been too stable. I'm sure there's something coming up. And when you get to that point, all of life becomes a game. Because all of life is a game. It's a game of risk. It's a game of taking. It's a game of loving. We need to embrace that part of it. An effective management of your stress, effective management of difficult situations is a big part of playing that game effectively, efficiently. To a point where you can tell other people, hey, your stress isn't even that bad, man. You know, I remember, so one of my goals is to become wealthy because I want to actually fix the trajectory of humanity. I think I've taken it upon myself to care in that capacity. And so obviously I watch a lot of interviews and, I educate myself constantly as much as I can. And I have conversations with my friends and people about money and about success and about growth in general. And the responses I usually get back is that, oh, you can't be like those people. It's not possible to be like those people. And I just think to myself, like, what are you talking about? Those people aren't all that special. You know, all those people really did is build a series of habits that align with their purpose in life. And they did them all the time. And whenever they come across something where they fall or fail, they figure it out and they keep moving and they don't let this first thing go. It works. It's been working. Keep doing it. Right? Effective management of stressful situations is an essential non-cognitive variable for successful people. This is why I'm telling you this. Because the non-cognitive variables, and I'll be making more videos about this as well, the non-cognitive variables are essential aspects of emotional intelligence. Success and emotional intelligence are interrelated. You know why? Because all of the variables that measure success are based on human beings. And emotional intelligence is basically how well you understand your relationship to other human beings and how much you understand yourself as a proxy or potentially as the seed of that. So that's my food for thought for today. Stressful situations are going to come to you. I promise you, but don't get upset about it. Don't get all out of whack, don't go and start eating shitty stuff and start hurting yourself, start drinking. Don't do that. Do it a little. Sure, a little bit. Just to be like, you know what? Fine. Do it a little. But don't keep it up. If there's 2 days that go by that you are unhappy with how you're treating your time and your body and the people around you, that's 2 days and that's it. 2 strikes, you're out. The third day, you better pick up your shit and get together. Get it all together, because you're gonna be just fine. I promise you, you're gonna be just fine. Okay? Everyone before you went through this, you go through this too, and so be it. Keep doing the things that you love. Keep doing the things that make you you. We need you. In this video right here, I talk about another non-cognitive variable. This non-cognitive variable is called accurate self-appraisal. Walked in the woods. Talk about some other things too, how to know really who to get that feedback from in your life. So go check it out, and I'll see you over there. Remember, I make these videos to help you actualize your potential. Take care of yourself.